there. The other day I was at Victoria train station with my friend Shay, and he was like, Evan, I need to go pee. So I was like, okay, I got this. I'm not afraid of asking people questions. I'm good at asking directions. So I went up to a woman that worked there and I said, ma'am, can you please direct us to the restrooms? At which point Shay just immediately started laughing at me for how incredibly American I sounded. Probably the most American thing he's ever heard me say. I was so embarrassed. He laughed at me the whole entire way. And the thing is, it's not a restroom. I've never called it that in my life. I don't know why my American slipped through. It's not like you go to the bathroom and you just decide to rest on the toilet, take a break, sleep on the counter near the sinks. That's not what you do. But then again, I don't like calling it a toilet because there's more than just a toilet in there, okay? There's a sink. You might argue, well, there's no bath in the bathroom. And I'm like, well, there's a sink there, okay? You might be able to bathe your kid. I sure as hell ain't pooping in that sink, though. That's why I ain't calling it a toilet. Anyway, long story short, I'm sorry for sounding so American, Jay. So on the topic of toilets, I have some really weird quirks that I just hope that some of you share with me, because otherwise I'm gonna feel even weirder for having them. But first of all, I do not want anyone or anything to even know I am doing the business, okay? It has to be a silent zone where it's just me doing my thing, okay? And I had this one time at work this week. I go into the stall, there are 2 stalls, I get all prepared mentally to do my business, and then someone just comes into the stall next to me and I'm like, what? I just clenched up, freezing, get out, I'm not here, I'm just a closed stall. And then I wait, and I wait. This person was in that stall for 10 minutes and I'm just sitting there. I want to go to the bathroom, why don't you let me go to the bathroom? And they took their time. I really hope that they weren't like me and we were just both frozen like, get out of the bathroom, you get out of the bathroom. I don't want them to know I'm there, okay? I scooch my feet under the toilet and I'm like, just go away, I'm trying to pee. But on the same topic, because I hate people hearing me go to the bathroom so much, like, when I go to someone else's house, I'm a tall guy. If I wanted to stand and pee, it's gonna sound like Niagara Falls is happening in your bathroom, and I don't want that to happen. Now, an easy solution would be to change it up. So what do I think of doing? I get on my knees and I pee. That's it. I admit it. I go on my knees to take a pee in other people's toilets. I don't want them knowing that I'm there. Now, when I told this to one of my friends, they said, could you not just sit to pee? And I was like, no, I'm not a sit sprinkler. You think I sit to pee? Much rather get down on my knees, which says a lot about me. What? But also the other day at work, I got into the bathroom, I did my business. It was quiet, it was a good time, until almost like a sitcom drama, I turned to my right and there was no toilet paper. Okay, there's nothing. I had to wipe. Where was I gonna go? There was no one in the other stall because I made sure of that, so I couldn't just ask them for some. So I got to this dilemma where I had to kind of walk out of the bathroom stall, kind of naked, unless I want to, you know, pull up my pants unwiped. Never. So I had to kind of, at work, walk out of the bathroom and into the other stall naked without being noticed. I deliberated for 5 to 10 minutes going, should I do this? What if my boss comes in and goes, hey-oh, you're getting a raise. And that from me? No, oh God. So I did, eventually. I moved over and I did it and I felt dirty and I was like, oh, this is so wrong. And they had four rolls in that stall. Ah, that was my eye. But they had 4 rolls, God. But anyway, that is basically my awkward toilet quirks and stories. If you like this, please like it. Otherwise, if you like this, be sure to subscribe and I'll have a new video for you next week. And please, please tell me in the comments if you do any of these things and I'm not alone. Please, I don't want to be that weird. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to a party now. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye. Stall. Ah, that was my eye.